Hello, I'm Aaron Contreras. I'm 19 years old, and my friends call me Abe. Well, it's also my preferred name because it's easier to say than to constantly repeat myself that my name ends with an N instead of an M. But thinking it would be easier for my professors to pronounce, last semester I had two of my professors call me Abby or Abe. So there goes my logic. My pronouns are he, him. I am pansexual and in a happy 5-month relationship. I was raised in a religious household and still am, but when I tell them how I am as a person, but still in faith. I know it doesn't work that way, but with the lessons I can take away from memory is that he's a merciful God. I'm choosing who I want to love, having faith and love for God. It's not about trying to make him forgive me, but showing him that I still have love for him. With that, my family understand that and support me. Well, some do, but as long as they understand me, I'm happy with that. My strong points are I am patient, emotionally intelligent, forgiving, and open-minded. Very empathetic and mentally strong. How I was brought up was to be kind to those around me because you wouldn't know if that person is having a bad day, and help anybody if you're able to. Be respectful to people and always be there in case someone needs someone to talk to or listen. Try not to start trouble unless it's in self-defense. That's what my dad told me to do. That's what we do. Keep being myself and don't be someone else that wants me to be. And I've kept and used these lessons my whole life, and sometimes I'd care too much or couldn't say no to people that I've been used or walked over for tiny moments in my life that I can't recall because of bad memory. Still, I like helping people and talking out their problems that made them feel better afterwards. And my family gave me the idea that my career could be in psychology, which I couldn't agree more. I listen to people's problem and tell them what they need to hear or how I see it. So that's why I'm pursuing my psychology major, because I'm going to help people mentally. I also have ADHD, and my attention span depends on what I'm looking at or listening to. But like my selective hearing, as my mom tells me that I have, I'm very patient despite having ADHD. I am also diabetic. I have type 2 diabetes, and I was diagnosed with it when I was 16 and in my sophomore year. It was also around the time my brother and I were working for my dad to tear down a barn. And even we were getting to the job done, we also slept on the job. I told my dad we did some work. One day after work, I was at my friend's pool party. We were hanging out as usual, and they were sharing me with the drama of their ex-boyfriend. While I was holding their phone, my vision started to slowly become blurry and darken, and the corners of my vision started to shrink. Now I know I had tunnel vision by that time. And I kept saying I feel dizzy and need to sit down, but I think my voice was so low that nobody heard me. Then everything went dark. I heard voices call my name, and I felt my body moving. My friends told me that I had passed out and hit my head on the concrete. Then they sat me down and called my mom and the paramedics. By the time the paramedics were done checking on me, my mom arrived, and they told her that I had to go to the hospital to get checked in because my sugar levels were so high. When I got there and put into a room, they noticed that I don't have any records because we had never gone to the hospital before for me. So they put me into a room, and so they took their time with me what to do. And so my dad stayed with me, and later my best friend visited me and dropped off a present, which I was very thankful for. It helped me feel better at least. I had to be transferred to a different hospital in Sacramento because they didn't have the necessary equipment for me at the time. And it took a lot of time to get out because I had honestly written on their survey that I had self-destructive thoughts in the past. So they kept me there for longer for my safety. But after learning how to take care of myself and calculating how much insulin for amount of food they let me leave. And I was very happy to get over that problem because it was mentally draining being told to go home and they still kept me there. So that's an accomplishment for me of taking care of my health and my condition. I'm very proud of that. I hope this class can help me feel less nervous when speaking to the audience and to improve my speech making skills. And honestly, I took this summer class because I got my counselor appointment late. It was one of the options I was given. Plus, my mom wanted me to take a summer class because she didn't want me to do anything the whole summer. And honestly, this is the truth because I didn't know what to do. But I do hope this class will help me improve a lot with my speech making skills so I feel less nervous talking to audiences. Thank you for listening. I'm Abraham Contreras, or Abe for short.